On the building side, this is not a common incident, but it might happen every once in a while. For instance, one day you got 10 brick pallets transported by a truck. Brick is a very heavy material and it needs the tower crane on site offloading. At the same time, you find the crane is broken. What do? Sure, you can call service technician, but it would take hours until he comes. The truck driver has another deliveries and won't wait so long. The construction workers can wait anyway, they have their price as well. So you can see, behind a broken machinery, there is not only a construction manager with headache, but also a pair of bills. Look, you pay the crane service, no matter the crane got repaired or not. Sometimes the export technician needs to order new crane parts. He has to wait until the new part comes and repair it next time. At the end, you, as a customer, will pay the spare part, the working hours, the cost of repeated travel, and what else? You might also pay the builder on site for waiting and doing nothing. When the ordered materials come with incorrect quantity and quality, like you need red bricks for your project, but you received white ones, and it might not be possible to give them back or reorder because you want to avoid delays, what could you do? One of your options is to correct them on site. In this case, the white bricks are not bad, they are lighter and larger in dimension, but this requires an aesthetic compromise or modification, such as cutting them in the dimension you want. Meanwhile, you may pay extra work. The second option, you may reorder to receive exactly what you want. However, this pushes your completion date. Very often, we'll receive a wrong or an old set of blueprints for working. For example, a house owner wanted a modern home, then he got a Chinese tower. Ridiculous. Believe it or not, this is the most common mistake I see. The architectural process naturally produces multiple progress sets of drawings, 30% drawings to 60% to 90%. Finally, the full construction set that the contractor will use to build the building. Between the 90% set and the full construction set, there could be sets of revisions, resulting from building department reviews and the owner-dictated changes. As a result of these revisions, changes can be made that significantly impact on the cost and introduce errors that will lead to change orders. Like if I've reviewed 90% drawings only, I won't have an opportunity to know any later changes. It constitutes a potential risk for the tendering, construction phase, project management, and the lender. So, date your plans. Make sure subcontractors are working with most recent plans. In Germany, there is a pre-consultation you need to arrange at first. A pre-consultation meeting allows potential applicants or their authorities representatives to present and discuss a development proposal. Meanwhile, the applicant can ask for information like possible use of the plot, allowable building lines, admissible heights, maximum building mass, admissible derogation. All your issues would be identified. Sometimes you might need further meeting to get all questions to be clarified. After the pre-consultation meeting, you'll work on draft plans, drawings, proposal and structure calculations. And then you submit a final version design and it goes into building permit procedure. It will take up to 3 months until you receive any response. Sometimes you may get nothing from authority, neither yes or no. It could be an automatic yes. After the building permit has been granted, the applicant or contractor must notify the building authority to start the construction work. The notification of startup is required to hang on the fence of the building site, which must state who is responsible for the construction work. Sometimes there is a theft on the project, so critical materials should always be stored in secure locations. It's highly recommended to buy a machinery insurance for your own property or rented machines. There are a lot of machinery insurance on the market. However, there's no insurance specially covers the risk of theft. So you could call your insurance agent. He will give you an advice if you need to purchase the all risks included package or just an additional insured endorsement. What can you insure your construction project for? Let's see. First of all, the mobile construction machinery, like mobile cranes, drilling machine. Secondly, the temporary buildings, office buildings, storage buildings, and accommodation huts. Then stationary equipment. The last one is tools and tackle, but it makes sense to not insure those portable tools. You will save your money. It's actually not legally required to have an insurance, but then if it's stolen or the builders caused any kind of damage, your company is liable with the whole fortune. Working on a construction site is a dangerous occupation. For example, people are struck by material falling from loads being lifted, material rolls and kicked off work platforms, or sometimes the people working on site are injured or killed by moving heavy vehicles. I made a list of some potential hazards that construction workers face every day. Falling from heights, injuries during material handling, loading unloading, mobile plant, scaffolding work. If you are a construction manager, it's your responsibility to take the right safety measures to safeguard the worksite from unnecessary dangers. In the mid or large-size project, we'll make contract with outsourcing safety professionals. Building site safety is a very important topic. I will make an extra video to explain more about it.